Good morning, everybody. How we doing today? Gail, Josephine from the Philippines. How you doing? How many's in the watch party this morning? I hope a lot, because there ain't but like 38 here right now. Wonder where everybody's at. Over discussing Michelle's new suspect, you reckon? Brandy's beside me, finishing up, getting prepared, putting her clothes back on.
What?
Did you like that, Tina? I told Brandy, I was like, that should be our tagline. Hashtag justice for summer. Hashtag justice this summer.
Very good.
Huh? Mm-hmm. I love it. Y'all like it? If y'all see that shit anywhere else, you tell me it's a trademark with JDTC.
I hope they're not at the other channel waiting on
I'm just kidding. I ain't going to trademark shit. What?
The other channel, they're not waiting. Well, they would get the notification.
Well, yeah, I hope they still get the notification. We're transitioning to the new channel. We're trying to build up subscribers and stuff, so we're going to be on here for a couple more anyway. How's everybody doing this morning? Jennifer Pam ain't going to be with us. She's traveling today. Hi from Michigan. Hi, Joyce Young. Good morning, Jennifer. How's things going, Jennifer? Have a good Mother's Day, everybody. Who had a great Mother's Day? Dixie, you with us this morning? I did good. Aaron Hicks had a good Mother's Day. I'm here for the moment. I have my daddy at the emergency room at the VA. Oh, Dixie, I hope everything's going all right. I'm here, yes, listening. I did have a great Mother's Day. Jennifer had a good Mother's Day.
Good.
Tina had a nice Mother's Day. Did you have a good Mother's Day?
Mm-hmm.
Took her out to eat.
I just didn't feel great yesterday. I had a good Mother's Day.
I got her a Wilma Flintstone necklace, but it hasn't arrived yet.
Is that what you call it?
Yeah.
It's a Sabika necklace.
She calls
it looks like a Wilma.
She calls it a Sabika necklace. I call it a Wilma Flintstone necklace. Y'all ever seen Wilma's necklace? It's got the rocks around it. That's what Sabika necklaces look like to me. Oh, Dixie, I hope everything goes okay. Said they're admitting her daddy to the hospital. He has a bad swelled up leg and foot.
Oh, no. Yeah, I hope he's okay.
Dixie, I hope he's okay. We'll all pray for you. Do y'all know what Sabika necklaces are? Let's see if the group knows, because I've never heard of them. Morning, everyone. We'll have to listen while I work. Good morning, Gina. Who knows what a Sabika necklace is? Anybody? Nobody?
Women know what that is, I think. Do they not?
Nobody said they know what it is yet.
Maybe I'm saying it wrong. No, it's Sabika.
Sabika is what Brandy calls it. How you spell it? Dawn's heard of them. Hi, Dawn. Good morning.
It's the, what are they called? The
Wilma Flintstone.
No.
Oh. Nobody heard of them except Dawn. Am I saying the right name, Dawn? Is that how you pronounce it? Sabika?
I think, I don't know.
Dawn Bailey says bling.
Yeah, that's it.
Anyway, it's a necklace with big ass.
What are they called? There's a name for them. That's like a diamond.
Fake. Swarovski diamonds. Is that what they're called? Selena, I'm a big time jewelry shopper. Yeah.
Knows, probably.
Swarovski
I can't say
crystals.
There you go. I think that's what they use. I don't know.
Good. All right. Now that we've gotten that important information out of the way, picked up the wrong coffee. I got two. Somebody tell me about Michelle's new suspect.
To you. It's different. Who is it, I wonder?
Tina's like to see the necklace. When's the necklace going to be here?
Oh, they shipped it. This lady, she makes them.
I figured out how to please Brandy for any holiday. Just hand her the card and be like, get what you want. Because Brandy's hard to sharp for.
Oh,
Yes, you are. It's a roll of the dice every Christmas. I don't let her get her own Christmas presents, but other holidays.
you do good. You got Converse. I get a different color Converse every time. I like that.
Yeah, she likes like the slip-on Chuck Taylors.
Converse.
That's what brand they are, though. Well, what model they are? They're called Chuck Taylors. I swear. Back in the 70s, that's what they wore. Those exact canvas sneakers. I had been on every occasion buying her a different color. How many colors you got now? 4 or 5?
Mm-hmm. Because I would never wear tennis shoes, but I will wear those.
There's been some creators going hard on Jody Sue. Jody Sue ain't happy about it either. Really? Well, hi, Dave. Bye, Dave. Yeah, I got to mow today, too, man. Today's the first day it'd probably be dry enough. My yard ain't dry enough. Said that Jody Sue's son was seen running around on the hill.
In the day of?
Michelle's suspect is Jody Sue's son.
Hmm.
Oh, man. I tell you what, we're going to have to get on her live when we see one up. I bet she is pissed. She be going off, won't she?
Yeah, what's her son's name? I wonder. So they're saying the day of the event or where she went missing, he was up there. Is that what they're saying?
Yeah. How old is this son? Does anybody know? Is her son's real young? I don't think so.
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think they're underage.
Oh, you need to post their new link in the chat. Can you do that?
Mm-hmm.
I hope everybody ain't at the other channel waiting. Surely, and turned off their notifications for this one.
No.
You reckon?
No. Wow. How many people?
60.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah. Definitely not. Anybody watch my video from yesterday I put out? Not the Harmony Montgomery one, because I know nobody watched that. That upsets me so bad. You know what? If it does, if it's not about Summer, people won't watch it.
Don't say nobody.
Not nobody. I'm sorry. I take that back. I talk about outside of the norm, you know. I will send Squall's link to Brandy on Discord. What's Squall's link?
Mm-hmm.
I watched your Harmony video. Oh, thank you, Aaron Hicks. I thought it was pretty good. It was truthful. And, you know, somebody commented that it's the judge's fault for giving the dad custody. I totally disagree. It's the mother's fault for not making it to court that day. She says she had 2 court cases that day and nobody would fix it, right? Well, one of them was for custody of Harmony, and the other one was for she was in some kind of trouble, right? And she chose to go to that one.
I wouldn't blame her mom. Totally. Dad shouldn't got her to begin with.
I didn't say totally, but she's as guilty as anybody.
Yeah.
She knew that the dad beat Harmony. She knew that. She even says she knew that, and I'm sorry. Mm-mm.
No, I'd be there for my kids.
And it damn sure wouldn't take me 2 years to ring the alarm bell either.
I know. That's awful. It seems like these cases are getting more popular. Like where they don't report the kid missing forever there lately.
So sad that she's given to her violent felon father. Amen, Tina. It's horrible. I totally agree. But you know what? To me, in all this shit, the buck starts and it buck stops with the parents. You can't blame nobody if you lost your children for something you did wrong. Well, I mean, I know some people get screwed by the system.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm not talking about them, but people that, honestly do shit like these people, like the mom didn't even show up to the damn custody hearing. There is nothing that always would be number one priority over anything else, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Especially if you don't have some kind of support system to help you. You know what I'm saying? Like grandparents or something like that.
Well, she could have called, and I'm sure they could have moved her court date for that.
Easy on the camera.
You know.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know that I buy her story either, because it looks like to me if she would have tried, there's no way they can ask you to be in two places at once,
Right.
Benny over there talking about Boogie JS' son. I like Benny, but had to leave because he is swearing over there, and I am not a swearing person. Oh man,
we did well.
We got a video coming out. He happens to be in it, and how many hours did I spend editing out
a lot
the F-bombs?
Yeah.
It sounds like Morse code. Beep 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 beep.
You think people cuss like that because they don't know any other word to use, or just a habit?
I don't know. I mean, sometimes I get it. Sometimes, right? When you are just something super crazy makes you mad, slipping one. Okay. But just to use it like it's just part of your everyday vocabulary. You're moving the camera bad.
I didn't touch it. It's not moving. The thing's playing. It'll be okay. See?
Hold on, guys. We got our lighting tech over here getting beat up by
you turn it on.
You turn the knob on.
Which one?
But there's only two.
No, which one? Brightness. There we go. Good.
Yeah, you need to get your ass here on time if we're going to be doing this. I agree. Way too many bad stories about children. It's crazy. Did anybody say if they knew how old her son was, Jody Sue's son? You may know how old he is. Mom not showing up at custody hearing. We have seen that before. Just sad. How can a woman not be there for what she carries and bore? Yeah. For me, motherhood is innate. Dang, where did you go?
It's awful.
Yes. It's awful. 19. Also, he ain't no minor. What does he have charges for being a peeping Tom or something, or how did that come about?
Yeah, this late in the game. Why is his name getting thrown in there now?
Well, I mean, I've heard his name mentioned before of accidentally hitting her with a truck.
Right.
There's nobody within 10 miles that there hasn't been a rumor once or twice that they did it.
Oh, yeah.
Regardless.
They're going through the list, every person.
Everybody within a 5-mile radius is eventually going to be on YouTube if they don't figure something out.
Fred, who else? Sharpie Jr. Just down the list.
Someone claims they saw him. Who's the someone? What is his name? Are we allowed to say? Yeah, if he's 19,
Mm-hmm.
I bet Jody Sue's super mad, don't you?
Yeah.
Someone witnessed him running off the Wells property, but why hasn't Candace or Dawn said anything?
Yeah, really. They blame him unless
Well, why hasn't law enforcement mentioned that? You know?
Yep. Strange. Where Michelle's getting this info.
At this point, I've been suckered way too many times.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to buy in until I know every exact detail of what this is.
I agree.
At the beginning, Jody Sue were somewhere on camera and said that they heard a scream.
Yeah,
I know they both admitted to that. That's supposedly weird. He was caught peeping and chased off property.
That same day? Why wouldn't...
His name is Harry. He's a wizard, LOL. Jody Sue calls Andy Baltimore Harry, like Harry Potter, I guess.
So maybe, do you think they were talking about some man's up there messing with the kids? Maybe it was referring to him, maybe?
There's a claim that Jody Sue was asking CM about peeping Tom charges.
Interesting.
Show got the info from Squall's Live. One live was 11 hours long. Wow.
That's a marathon.
Who has 11 hours?
Somebody witnessing my mom.
Yeah, we'll check into it. I'm just telling everybody, don't just go off the rails just yet, because you would think law enforcement made it through him a while back.
Well, maybe they have, and maybe, I'm just saying, maybe that's why they're saying that she's around the area. Never know.
Ooh, I like this. Hey, Blue and Gold, would you mind helping moderate today? Pam's out. Law enforcement needs to say something by the 1 year mark. Something.
Yes,
yes, you're damn right. They need to say something.
And that's coming up here shortly.
Anybody hear from Jody Sue? Yeah, she goes live a lot from what I've seen. I never watch her, but now I'm going to go back and see what she says. It's the 4:45 mark. Is that 4 hour and 45 minutes or 4 minutes and 45 seconds? I had to put it in 2 times mode, and it still took me a while to get through it. So did that mean you watched 5.5 hours of it, Jennifer? Or you listened to it?
I do double time on my TV speed usually.
Jody Sue is mad as a hornet this morning. That's probably where everybody's at, over on Jody Sue's channel, checking it out. Yeah. You know it?
Yeah. We're 6 subscribers away from 5,500. You see that?
Are we?
Yeah.
Oh, I'd like to hit 5,500.
So if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. We would like to hit 5,500 today.
Yeah, put the link up for our new channel.
Okay. Well, this one I'm talking about, that one too.
Well, yeah. I bet Jody Sue is pissed. Had my earbuds in while I was doing other stuff. Yeah. That's what you got to do. People with these 11-hour lives, I don't get that. How could that? I don't know.
I guess they get up and do stuff and just leave it on. Is that what they do? I don't know. Because lives don't hurt your money. It hurts your money. It don't help. Because that's why we're starting a new channel, because our views are down on our videos because of the lives. Where people don't go, they'll go in and watch it like a couple of minutes and go out, and the watch time goes down. And then YouTube won't promote your videos.
Yeah, and I feel like the videos is what got us started, or there wouldn't be 100 people in here. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And it's killing my videos. Nobody's seeing them.
Yeah, and
I don't know how you could do 11-hour ones. What would be the point in that? I don't get it.
So,
unless you're running, maybe was the Cash App running the whole 11 hours? Maybe that's the thinking.
Maybe. And people give them money, I'm sure.
UMBDTC sound like my husband and I. Just saying, go. I missed you guys. Thank you for the prayers. Mike is better, but a long way from well. So where is Candace?
Is Mike the one that fell? Oh, sorry. Is he the one that fell and had to have surgery on his leg?
I think.
Am I right or no?
I think so.
I think so.
She'll tell us if we're wrong, I'm sure. Jody Sue and fam did move away rather quickly. Yeah, but I mean, that would make you look more guilty than staying.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, they didn't
I don't
move
know what
awful
that tells
fast.
us. No Cash App or Super Chats.
Oh, that's weird.
And she's on it for 11 hours? Is she in front of that camera for that long?
Maybe she's doing nothing better to do.
Me and Brandy clicked on her the other day, and she was there, but the mic was turned off, and she was talking to somebody at her house, wasn't she? I was like, who's watching this? Oh, Jennifer got the link for the new channel.
I was getting it. Jennifer, you're fast.
Can you pin it, Jennifer? These long lives reminds me of the old party lines.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
When everybody get on the phone and talk to each other, I think is that what a party line is?
Oh.
I've been visiting Discord. I can't figure it out completely. I'm trying.
Oh, Jennifer says, no, not Jody Sue. I'm talking about Squall.
Oh, is that the son?
Did Jody Sue's... Well, it wasn't hers. It was the other person. Well, no, Jody Sue's been on since, right?
Yeah.
Who was on for 11 hours? Squall? Surprised Jody Sue moved. Yeah, I was too, man, because I get the idea. They're really weird as hell about who lives there, don't you?
Yeah, and they don't even own all that land they were saying, but they don't want nobody to buy that land.
That makes me think they're doing something on that land they shouldn't be. That's why they don't want nobody moving in there that ain't in the clique, you know?
Or they're defending something, hiding something, so it makes you think, you know?
Thought she was streaming long because she was fearful of something happening and would catch it on cam. Well, unless it happens right in front of her cam, and ain't gonna be a whole lot of help for her, you know?
Yeah. Hey, if that's what you like to do, I'll power to you.
I don't know what's going to happen to her. She thinks somebody's after her now.
Paranoid, maybe.
Squall is a local. Squall in 11-hour live. She did not have Cash App or Super Chats on.
So who's this?
She says she's a local.
A local?
Yeah.
So she was having a live?
Jody Sue is like Amber Heard. That's what they're saying. 11 hours.
We'll have to go watch it.
I'll tell you what, you do the first 5.5 and I'll do the last 5.5 and we'll take notes.
I'm not doing that one. Oh, good. I don't know.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see where this goes. It's kind of
interesting.
It's kind of interesting, you know. It's a little late in the game to have gotten to him, but we'll see. Jody Sue, she is full of shite. Yeah.
I think it is weird they defend that land over there. Even when they're searching, you know, they didn't want anybody over there.
There's Lily. We missed you. Where you been?
Yeah.
She wasn't there Wednesday either, was she?
I don't think so. Hi, Lily.
Lily, we're talking about the newest suspect that's been brought up, Jody Sue's son.
See, we miss it. We know when y'all are not here. People that hear it all the time. Usually we notice.
Yeah. We're just talking about that. Does anybody know what kind of is there proof that he had peeping Tom charges, or somebody said that? Where's it all coming from?
I think one of them said that he was caught, but I wonder who caught him and what window.
Glad I caught this live, 12:25 a.m. East Coast of Australia. Oh, I'm glad to have you, Joan Murdoch.
Yeah, how's it in Australia? I hope it's better.
Joan's been with us a long time.
Yeah, she has. Thank you.
Thank you, Joan, for being here. It's really nice of you. He was caught by a friend of the Wales. That makes me suspicious. So now it's a friend of that heard it.
It's a possibility, but who knows? You know?
Yeah. You got to be really skeptical of shit. I'm telling y'all. I just feel like this far into it, I'm starting to get nervous.
Yeah, me too. But I keep on going back to them saying there's a man up there messing with kids that day.
H is the only one that said that.
Right. Why would he say that, eh?
Why would he say a lot of the shit he said?
Know.
Because his dad told him if he didn't want to talk, to lie.
But why would he say that to lie? That don't make no sense. That would just be more explaining on his part. How, where did he get the information from?
Well, we don't know. That's what he explained to TBI either. You know, his stories could be different. I don't think any locals are intimidated by Jody Sue. Most think she is full of shit. I wonder why Dawn or Candace didn't throw Jody Sue's son under the bus.
I think they got something on each other, in my opinion. Because they don't talk a lot about each other.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, they are...
Get my inhaler.
The Wells, if they knew that, they would have spilled it by now. They're not going to go down for Jody Sue's son. I guarantee you
they
that. They
try their best to get focus off them. Throwing other people under the bus, don't they?
So the guy's name was Andrew, but he said their dealer's name was Andy. He says Andy, Andrew, something with an A is what he says about the guy. So you may know where Candace is. The Wells house is empty. I've seen hide nor hair of her. Of course, I've been trying to lay off the Ernie and Benny.
I haven't seen her either, but I've seen people stating that she's in hiding because she's scared. Who knows if that's true. Did you guys see the marriage certificate? I seen a picture of that on YouTube of her and Dawn. It looked pretty legit.
Jody Sue was the neighbor that made the comment. No one even knew Candace was pregnant. She just arrived home one afternoon with a baby girl. I didn't hear Jody Sue say that. I heard Fred say that. Fred Hill.
What about Summer?
About Candace being pregnant and having the baby. I didn't know Jody Sue said that too. Are y'all sure? Are we sure about that?
She might be talking about Summer. Didn't know she's pregnant with Summer.
Oh, maybe that's what it is. Corner Surfy Senior, Jody Sue was a troublemaker and they didn't want her on that hill. Oh, I could see that.
Yeah.
It's really weird how, though, they are about that.
Protective.
People living there.
Yeah.
You know?
And it's not even her land. I didn't know that. Right?
Yeah. BK called cops on Earn yesterday. I tell you what, I can't believe the police ain't putting their ass in jail for that. To continue to keep doing that.
Waste of time.
It's ridiculous.
Remind me of like high schoolers, you know, or something. I don't know. What do you call police on them about? What was it over?
I think they're saying Ernie was at the Wells. So now Jody Sue and Wells gone from Hill.
So I wonder where.
It's probably safe there now, ain't it?
I wonder where Candace is. Oh, Benny didn't call. Candace did.
Ernie was there last night to feed the dogs. The police were on his camera telling him Candace didn't want him there.
What?
More just bullshit. You know, I tried to watch 2 minutes of Ern's live the other day, and he was auctioning off paintings in his hat and shit like that.
That one I watched, he's talking about how sexy he was and like women just talking nasty crap.
Yeah, women ripped their clothes off at the sight of him, and he wished women wouldn't expose themselves so fast because it turns him off.
Yeah.
Now, any woman
if you
could
want
like
to tease,
him.
you better take it all off or you just forget it. That's what he said.
No, he said he'd rather be teased. He says, then they take it all off, and I'm like, tuck that back in.
He thinks he's so hot. He's okay looking, but his attitude and how he acts makes him ugly. You know what I mean? I couldn't be around that shit. No, thank you. And
he's like Mike Lindell, the My Pillow guy, on his live streams. You know, Ernie Shell painting right here, last one. Get yours now. You know, then he was like, I think they were trying to do it like a tip board, right? He was taking donations, and he said he'd only take so many. Then he spins his chat and the name it lands on, he's like, it's blah, blah, blah. I was like, oh, that looks crooked as hell. That whole thing. You know, it's like a tip board. Like you have a tip board, you have 200 tips, you sell them for $5 a piece, right? It's $1,000. And I would guarantee you there was probably more money than he admitted to. Who can police that? Nobody but him. And he didn't show nothing. I mean, it was weird the way he did it.
Who would want a picture of his ass or him? You know?
Oh, he's got fangirls in there left and right. He's sitting there talking like a pervert, and there's women just eating it up.
Maybe they do that to try to get on inside. Yeah, be a girlfriend.
Hope the police know where Candace is. I bet you law enforcement knows where he is.
Probably keep an eye on her.
You know it?
Yeah. She's been out of the spotlight here recently for a while. Maybe she did get her a lawyer in there.
Ernie was feeding the dogs and cats last night. They were police up on the hill fixing a tire.
The tire?
Yeah, it probably got tore up driving up the driveway.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know why they'd be there fixing tires.
So if Ernie's doing that, I bet he knows where Candace is. I'm sure they're still talking. What do you think? If he's feeding her animals.
Oh, I'm sure they're all still talking. Her and Benny and Ernie was probably on a 3-way call. You know? All right, here's what's going to happen tonight.
You want to say something else.
Well, it may have been something else, too.
Oh, my God.
Could have been.
Hey, that would be nasty.
Oh, thank you, Lily.
Thank you, Lily.
Can't believe you missed Wednesday, Lily.
No, I'm sure she was working or something. If y'all haven't subscribed. We're trying to get to 5,500 before the live's over.
That'd be nice. That was funny. They were changing the tire when Ernie got there. I guarantee that's what it is. They busted their tire going up that damn driveway.
Mm-hmm. Who saw the new clip making it look like Hawkins County was blaming the search for them being in critical shape with no funds? I haven't seen that.
Do I? I didn't see that one. What was it?
Who saw the news clip making it look like Hawkins County was blaming the search for them being in critical shape with no funds?
Oh, really?
They're blaming it on not having any money, I guess. It don't cost money. You can get volunteers to the search.
Try to send a super chat and end up sending a blank message. Way to go, Lily. You dropped the ball on that one. I think some of what H said was valid. Chris McD pointed out that automatically pushes truth, things happening in sequence, especially when lying some truth surface. Chris was trained to spot it. Yeah, I'm not saying everything he said was a lie, but I definitely think he embellished some shit.
Yeah, I think a lot of his story is true. You say it's all, most of it a lie. I think most of it's true. I don't think he's smart enough to know that.
Okay, well, explain to us what you think.
That's my opinion. I can have my opinion. That's what I think.
You act like we got to play devil's advocate now all the time. Like whatever side I take, you take the
No,
opposite.
that's my true opinion on the situation.
Well, I know, and you think Ziggy V's real too.
No, I don't. Not no more. Well, no. Ziggy V's a dog.
I never thought Candace would ever stay at her house with no Dawn or children there. It looks too isolated too.
I wouldn't. I'd go crazy by myself up there.
Yeah.
I wouldn't stay up there. I'd be scared of Bigfoot.
Even though I'm sure she's safer way up the hell out there than she is anywhere else. Ain't nobody gonna go mess with her.
Bigfoot.
I think Bigfoot would see her and be like, oh, shit.
No.
Haul ass back into the woods.
She might make a good girlfriend for Bigfoot. Maybe.
There's a mama joke, something like that. Your mama's a Harry, Bigfoot's looking for her. Oh, shit. Yes, Ernie said he was supposed. I missed it. Shit. Oh, damn. John just watched Michelle Walks post today. It's about Jody's son. Yeah, I'll check it out. We'll take a look at it. Where is she? I saw Ernie go there last night, but the house was empty. I don't know, but
she's hiding.
Thank you, Lily.
From the spotlight. Thank you, Lily.
I know the Humane Society said they was feeding the animals, right?
Or supplying food, yeah.
So it makes me think Ernie was just going up there to shoot a YouTube video with Ernie. It's really makes me believe that.
Who shoot a YouTube video?
Yeah, they collabed on the caper.
Did you say Candace is sober? No, we didn't say that.
I never said Candace was sober. Oh, do you think Candace is sober?
I don't know. I would have to see her.
Oh, no. Did you say you think Candace is sober? No, I never said that. I mean, she may be right now, but she won't after 5.
She needs help. She should be somewhere getting help. You know?
Who?
Candace.
Yeah, definitely.
It'd be a great time for her to be in.
Yeah.
Great time.
The day Dawn went into jail, if they had any damn sense between them, they sent her ass into rehab the same day.
And try to do better for herself. Yeah.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, it comes down to this, okay? By Candace not going to rehab or doing what she needs to do to get her son back, it shows you. I don't buy that bullshit where they're always saying, we love our children. Mm-hmm. You don't love them that damn much because you ain't willing to sacrifice some alcohol or nothing else to get them back. So don't tell me that shit no more.
I would do whatever I had to do, no matter what it would be, you know. Well, thank you, Lily. You're too sweet.
Thank you, Lily. You ain't got to keep dumping money at us, but I mean.
Yeah, you can. It's fine. But you don't have to. Thank you.
I'm sorry I wasn't trying to contradict your comment because the poor man-child, who knows what he sees when he closes his eyes at night. He is scarred for life, especially if can SA him.
They're going to share a link, too, about the news video.
Did you see Michelle After Dark video about Jody Sue's son? No, we haven't seen it yet.
We'll watch it.
We're going to watch it right after the live. Apparently, it's all this talk today. Did it come out today or last night? Because I hadn't seen nothing about it until the live started. Y'all got to realize, we can't catch everything.
Yeah, y'all are good.
It helps us out. That's why the Monday morning lives are good for us because we get caught up on everything. Last night, yeah, we was doing Mother's Day yesterday. We was trying to stay away from the YouTube, but I did release a video and we did comments, right? Mm-hmm. He's an adult, 19, the son. Candace never did want the kids to begin with. I don't think so either.
Yeah, me either.
I think it was probably Dawn that wanted them, to be honest.
Why keep having them? I have no clue.
Why have so many, though, man? I mean, damn, that's like 7 kids that she's lost.
Wow.
Think about that. 7 lives that she's brought into this world and now is not with her. 7.
Not great at all.
That just boggles the mind. She's damn near got half as many as the Duggars and ain't raised one of them.
Right. Well, yeah, true. All the way. Nope. Hasn't raised all of them to adulthood.
And Candace ain't that old. That Duggar woman had kids up until she was 60, it seemed like.
Yeah.
Candace could get really close to the Duggars number.
And she kept on having kids, yeah.
She's definitely got 5-10 more years, probably.
There should be a law, like a woman would have to get sterilized if she had so many kids and they go and fall. I think, what do you think? If they keep on getting taken by CPS, I don't think a woman should be able to have anymore.
No, absolutely not. There should be a number, mm-hmm. a limit, and it shouldn't be 7 either.
You can have as many kids as you want if you take care of them,
I think she is sterilized. I remember hearing that somewhere.
Good. Thank God.
Well, that's probably the best for everybody. Hi, Florida boy. How's it going? Amanda, how you doing? Amanda Pink.
Hello.
That is still, when you think about that.
7 kids messed up their life.
Most of y'all watching this right now, I want you to think about that because I'm sure most of you have children. Think about you having 7 children and have a relationship with none of them at the point you're at now. I think most people would probably be having bad thoughts about hurting themselves if they had been through that. 7.
There's a semi-new audio of Candace admitting to a 7th baby. I like to hear it. I think Jennifer said she heard that too. Why are we still
dinking around with Candace and her BS? Candace is a public nuisance and is not helping Summer. She just keeps having kids. You watch, she'll get PG again.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's hope she's sterilized, like they were saying.
You know, the sad part, these women and, you know, married couples that want kids so bad and they can't have any. And they, you know, that would be awful, wanting a baby that bad and can't have one. And she's having multiples, not taking care of them.
You know, if you want to see an upside to this whole situation, right, is Summer gave her brothers a chance.
Yeah.
You know, if you think about it, if this wouldn't have happened with Summer, they'd have probably all 4 grew up in that environment. And I'm just glad that they'll have a better chance now. You know, yeah. If you can look at anything positive, that's it.
Because when you're little, a child, that is what makes you an adult. You know, and your beliefs and everything come from is your childhood. You know.
Yeah.
So.
You know, and I don't know, maybe it's where I'm a male too, but you know, I feel for the boys a lot.
I do too.
A lot.
Yeah.
Because I think of what it was like to be a little boy and think about, you know, you're, say, 5 years old and there's your mom shit-faced every night and there's all kinds of these weird people running around your house and it's always nasty and dirty. You ain't never got shit to eat that's worth a damn. It breaks my heart for them.
Yeah. They'll probably have them find their own school clothes, dressing themselves. And,
That's why I get kind of upset when people talk about them because I just don't think it's right.
At least they got a chance, hopefully. They might even like them, you know, where they are getting better care, I'm sure.
Well, I hope, you know, but, you know, everybody's got to remember, too, though, you know, that was their parents, and that's all they knew their whole life. Right. So I'm sure it's hard on them, but.
They miss them.
Yeah, you know they miss them. Regardless, you know, it's like the Stockholm syndrome when somebody has kidnapped somebody and that person is around the kidnapper for so long, they start to develop a relationship, a bond with them. It's just like that, I think. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But hopefully that'll happen with whoever the foster parents are, that they're good people, or if they get adopted eventually, they're real good people, and it'll have that effect, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Who was saying this about Jody Sue's son being peeping Tom?
Thank you, Dixie. Who saying that?
Dixie.
It was on Michelle.
I'm going to start on Michelle Walks by what I've heard, and then branch out and see what we can find. Michelle After Dark. Yeah, there you go. "19, Joanne. Her son's 19. I wonder if they were separated. I too wonder if they are not watching this stuff online. I hope they stay together." I do too. God bless them.
I heard somebody say they don't have internet access, but I don't know how true that is. You know how kids are.
Well, yeah. You're not going to tell me that shit. Every kid at school's got a phone.
Mm-hmm.
I know with our kids, everybody they know has a phone, right?
Yeah.
And you can't tell me they can't get on YouTube. And I'm sure they've seen a lot of it. And I hate, and I really hope they haven't seen anything where people are insinuating that they were involved.
Yeah. Because that makes me mad. So mad. People say that.
Well, and then you think, you know, if they're going to school, I'm sure there's a good chance somebody knows who they are. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And how bad is that going to be for that person to have seen where somebody's saying they did something?
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not right. Supposedly the oldest boy is separated. Yeah, that's the way I heard it. I don't think nobody can say that for sure, but that's the way I heard it, and I think that sounds pretty reasonable. Well, not reasonable, but likely. because I wish they could be together because they lost their sister. They've lost their parents. I feel really bad if there's one by himself. That's awful.
Right. Yeah.
You know?
I don't know if I believe creators that say they have inside news on the boys and what they're doing. And you know what I mean? How would they have that information?
They wouldn't.
Unless
and if they do have that information,
illegal,
somebody needs to go to jail. Everybody that talks about it and spreads it should be prosecuted for slander or whatever.
So I'm sure there's guidelines to go by if you're a foster parent. You can't be telling nobody's information, you know?
Yeah.
If they do have information, it's probably say so. It's not 100% fact.
JDTC, I've said from day one, Summer's tragedy is a blessing for her brothers, justice for Dawn's SA victims. It could have meant sobriety for Candace.
I agree.
Yeah.
If you have to say something did come out of it, it would be that. And the oldest boy probably struggles the most because he was there the longest.
And, you know, I'm not trying to say Summer couldn't still come back either.
Right.
I'm just saying what's happened already has brought attention to this stuff, and I'm sure that's helped them.
In that area, and I'm sure people don't like that.
Michelle Walks has her info more condensed, and you don't have to watch as long.
Right.
Yeah, I'm going to try that first before I go with that 11-hour live stream.
Yeah.
I'm hoping she got the best parts.
We struggle as it is trying to fit stuff in, do everything.
You know?
Yeah. And we thank you. You guys tell us, you know, something happened in the comments and we can check it out. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it helps. It helps us do our part a lot more when we don't have to watch hours and hours and hours of nonsense to get something out of it.
Mm-hmm. Right.
She usually shows no favoritism. I don't care anybody as long as, you know, they're skeptical in their opinion. They have to be getting those boys counseling things are coming out, but they have to be fit to testify. I think that's the holdup.
Maybe.
Possibly.
That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Their own bio parents were blaming them over Summer, and probably the bio parents did it. See, I feel like there's a chance that Dawn has convinced them something was their fault.
Yeah, that'd be awful.
And maybe there's an issue there. It's possible. You know, I don't know. I don't even like speculating on them because I don't know and I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
You know, Michelle's an awesome creator. Plus, she has a background in search and dogs. Yeah, I see her walking her dogs a lot.
So she can kind of relate. Yeah, she's a good creator. It's hard to find good ones nowadays. Actually, decent ones. There's many out there.
Amanda said, I don't mind taking one for the team. If you ever have a video you need watching, I put my earphones in at work and listen as I go along, so I don't mind. Let me know. Mm-hmm. I tell you what, Amanda, email us. So we'll have your email. If you want to help out, I know there's other creators that have people help research stuff. You know, if it makes the show better, I think that'd be awesome, wouldn't it?
Yep. Well, that's neat. Your job, you can do that.
Yeah. I try to do it mowing grass, and I don't know what it is. I can never get shit to keep going at one time. Something in my pocket knocks me off the channel or some shit. You know?
You need some wireless earbuds.
Yeah. Oops. Oh, shit. I'm sorry. Is that all that's going on? Anybody watch the Reporter Room last night? I heard Benny was on with Ziggy. Did y'all see that?
Tiffany. I thought you said Tiffany.
No.
Yeah, you did this morning to me.
Well, I told you the wrong one.
No.
That shit. Here we go. Boom. JGC, can you look into the son of Donald Wesley Wells, compare both backgrounds with his dad, Donald Wells, see if they both carry the same charges? It's a lot to look through. You talk about needing a research a sense that there are so many charges for both of them, and the ones that don't have their ages on, I'm always suspicious about which one it is. There's so many charges. Yeah. It's amazing. Squall has old videos of Jody Sue from before Summer went missing, talking negative about neighbor kids and what she would do. It's creepy to watch now after the fact. Ooh.
That's interesting, huh?
I seen one Jody Sue video one time where it was like late at night. She was rallying everybody to come sneak through the woods at some rally. It was so weird. I was like, what? I never did figure out. It sounded like to me she was going to try to go either. I don't know what she was going to do, so don't quote me, but something to do with people going through the woods with her. She's like, and you have to be really quiet. You got to know your way through the woods. Everybody meet me here. And I was like, what the hell is this? I never did understand it.
Sounds awful fishy. I wonder what the heck they're doing in the woods at night.
I don't know, man. I thought it was peculiar as hell. Jody Sue said she would smother any kid that came into her yard.
Wow.
Jeez.
You already said they came in your yard, so that's not nice.
Yeah. And remember, in some of her interviews, she talks about the kids coming down there and getting in her refrigerator and stuff, going in her house while she wasn't home.
Yeah.
Bingo, Jody Sue was so mad at little kids and spoke harsh, and then all of a sudden she was soft or red flag to me.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why they don't take her scream thing seriously, because they think she's the one that did it.
Maybe.
Dun, dun, dun.
They're working on something, and I keep on coming back to them saying that she's still in the area. You know what I mean? That's weird.
Yeah.
Unless they're trying to throw us off. I don't know.
Jody Sue be looking rougher and rougher. Looked in for a sec, but I can't handle listening to her.
Somebody said she had cancer. If she does, I feel bad for her, but I don't know if she does or not. Do you know?
I think maybe she does. She seems to have ports or whatever. Still think something was going on with all that land for sale. It's caused some major issues in that holler. You know, I'm starting to wonder about that.
There's something on that land or something. Something weird.
The more I think about how weird they are about anybody coming in from the outside, it makes me think somebody's either cooking meth or something.
Hiding something. Nobody, they don't want nobody to see.
She would have said something on her channel she already had. You'd think she likes that attention, in my opinion, but she didn't say for 3 days. I don't know, man.
What was the reason she moved? Do you know, or did she say? I don't know. I never heard the reason. Do you know?
I thought it was because it was Andy's place and her and Andy broke up.
Oh, okay.
That's the way I understood it.
Andy's land.
Right? I think. But with Chris M., he reached out his resources for Jody Sue to get help and out of her DV situation.
Oh, domestic violence. That's not good. Yeah, she had cancer. Different kinds. That's awful. So I feel bad about that. Now I don't know if I can talk bad about her. She's suffering like that. Cancer.
Well, I mean...
What? I feel bad for her.
Land house. Remember, Jody Sue said Candace's house was packed up in boxes when he arrived. They were living out of boxes. Jose. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Jose said there were boxes. And if y'all remember that picture of Summer with the U-Haul, I swear her hair looks about the same length as when she went missing. You know, it really does, in my opinion. It's close. I'm not saying it's exact, but it's within a few weeks, definitely, I think. Drugs, more drugs. Imagine a little girl goes missing and law enforcement and YouTube is all up in their drug business. Yeah, you have to think it's awful hot there, but, you never know who's involved. I think the medicine has made her loopy. I don't think she's involved, but I do think she's lonely and wants attention. Maybe, Have you watched creator McCracken series, Mysterious W, interesting creative content, excellent production, all done by him? I'll check it out. I haven't heard of that. I still want to find us a guest to come on the show soon. I've sent out some feelers, but feel bad she has cancer too and doubt she knows more, but she may be trying to milk the situation. I'm sure she's taking advantage of the situation. Let's just say that. I mean, and she's not the only one. You know, there's others that have went out of their way to do the same. Good morning, folks. Busy soon, but here. Good morning, Quinky Dink. You liked yesterday's video. I seen you commented. You're one of them that's seen it. I know all y'all ain't seen it, so how about we play it? Y'all want to watch it? Come on. Let's watch it. I got it queued up right here. Dun, 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 dun. Bear with me a second. Shit, I can't find it. There it is. See what those of you that haven't seen it think. I've been digging into this like there's no tomorrow, doing a reinvestigation. And I think right here is the biggest nugget I've come up with since I've started. I want y'all to hear this. I'm going to play it a couple times. Let me know what you think.
Because she loved to be outside all the time. That was her, unfortunately, her downfall. Because she loved to be outside all the time. That was her, unfortunately, her downfall.
Now, to me, what he is saying right there is Summer's love for being outside is what caused her downfall. And that's what he says. He didn't make it like he was speculating. He made it like Summer always wanted to be outside. Her biggest thing was she wanted to be outside. And unfortunately, that was her downfall.
Because she loved to be outside all the time. That was her, unfortunately, her her downfall.
To me, he's saying what we should be learning out of that is whatever happened to Summer, it was outdoors, I think, now. So that knocks off a few of the possibilities in my mind. That's where I'm going with it. That's what I'm taking out of that. He said she loved to be outside, and unfortunately that was her downfall. So that tells me it had something to do with her being outside and either her wanting to be outside or her being outside. I feel more like it's something when she was outside happened to her is what he slipped there. Because he didn't act like he speculated that. He's like, unfortunately, that's what led to her downfall.
Unfortunately, her downfall.
I don't think he realized how he said that, and I've watched that 10 times and not realized it. But I caught it this time, and I really think that's a clue. There ain't shit going on right now. If you want a clue, there's your clue.
Unfortunately, her downfall. Unfortunately, her downfall. Unfortunately, her downfall.
I swear I think that was a slip.
Maybe.
I swear it was to me.
Bob, yeah, because they usually go by a script. I don't think that would be in the script. He was trying to freestyle and got in trouble there. Slipped up.
I think if we could have kept him doing interviews like where people are asking them honest questions instead of just kissing their butts and stuff,
We would have.
they might have slipped up.
Yeah.
But it's like the people that they talk to don't really investigate. They spend more time being like, oh, they're great parents, trying to clean their image up more than
getting down
find something out.
The dirty, yeah, and ask them the important question. I would love to have like 2 minutes, 3 minutes with each of them if they would answer every question you asked them.
I would love to. If I could sit down and get them to answer questions long enough, I could figure that shit out.
Chris McDonough, he was close. He got some answers, but
I think it's really, I don't know. I can't decide, man. I go in 10 different directions. There's so much BS out there. I'm trying not to let it affect me, but who knows? I think, though, now, in my opinion, Summer definitely had gotten away from him. That shit about being at the swing, she'd never go far from her swing or the house. I think that's a lie, okay?
What? Yeah.
And that makes me think,
why would they lie about that?
Yes. Why? Makes me think maybe there's a chance. Mama is here visiting. I'll see you all Wednesday night. Okay, Tina, thanks for stopping by. Tell Mama we said hi.
Yeah. Tina.
Hi, Mama. I agree, John. Her downfall, the truth is mixed in with their lies. The truth is also in what they don't say. Yeah, I think it's in there, man. I really do. I think when it's all said and done and we find out what happened, it's going to be something we should have seen clearer.
Yeah. It might be something we never even thought of, something simple, but who knows?
TM said the YouTube creators used Dawn for the views. TM goes off on CM, then on the YouTube creators. It's really strange how he uses scripture fit his image.
Yeah.
Okay, Tim Mullins. I was like, TM.
Yeah, there's something not right with that mess. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's like the pot calling the kettle black, ain't it? TM said YouTube creators used Dawn for the views. What the hell you doing, Tim Mullins?
Yeah. Exactly.
You're a lot worse than most YouTubers and maybe worse than anybody can really know. 4 generations of JDTC watchers. That's awesome, ain't it?
Yeah. Cool.
And we like every generation.
Yeah. Wow, 4. That's great.
She didn't wander away, in my opinion. I don't think so. I think that's off the table now. I really do. I feel like if it was her that wandered off and there wasn't nothing to it, they would have found her by now. I really do think.
The dogs would have found her, I believe. Yeah.
And
they're good at finding people, the dogs.
It's crazy to me that they ain't. If I had 11 acres and my daughter disappeared, I could be able to tell you whatever square foot of that bitch looks like by now.
That's what I'd be doing every day.
I would too.
They're looking.
Damn sure be able to rule off my property 100%.
Yeah.
I know she's not there because I've looked in everything.
Yeah.
No stone left unturned, Yep. Lots of grooming red flags to me with Candace, sick and sad situation with H, suspect and victim, in my opinion. Yeah, the H situation is
strange.
There really are so many different theories in Summer's case. All the lying by everyone doesn't help. No, it doesn't. Not at all.
The whole thing with Candace's obsession over H is weird.
Yeah. Oh, there was something going on there.
Like I think she was jealous when he had a girlfriend.
Oh, I think so too. And if you seen that message,
nasty.
It's bad to send that to a 15-year-old. If a 30-some-year-old woman sent that text message to my son,
But if you think of it the other way, if it was a man and sent it to a girl, he would be arrested.
You think about that. Flip the sexes and imagine a 30-some-year-old man sent the text messages to a 15-year-old girl. Oh.
I don't see why she can't get in trouble on that.
I don't either. That day they were coming for the kids, so in your mind, we're going to lose her anyway, so just save the boys. Let's get rid of that, my opinion. And she had a joke problem, so that fixed your goat problem. I think what she's saying is they knew that if they seen Summer, they was going to lose the boys because there would be SA stuff. Yeah, there's a great possibility of that. Yes, agree. If they were hell bent on making a YouTube channel, why didn't they do one searching the land each day? They wanted to carry the narrative that she had been abducted, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that'd been a good idea.
Yes.
Oh, they're looking every day. That's what I'd be doing.
You know you would, because you'd have to be doing something.
Yeah.
There's no way I could just be sitting around. You wouldn't get a YouTube appearance from me in a year anyway. And I just do it then because I'd win a year and I needed more publicity. Yeah. You know?
That makes me think what Harsh was saying about the Michael Vaughn case. Like Brandy, all she does is in the comments defending herself in the case. And Tyler, you know, if you're a mom of a missing kid, you wouldn't care about being on YouTube. I wouldn't care. You know, I would not be on there defending myself. I'd be looking for my kid.
I completely agree with that. It really makes you wonder, like with everybody of a missing kid that is so worried about what social media is saying. Why are you spending so much time on social media when you got a missing kid?
Yeah, I would be. I'm not guilty. I don't care what people say. If you really know you're not guilty, you know, you wouldn't have to defend yourself like that.
If that was my little girl, they'd be like, hey, somebody might catch me. Have you heard what they're saying about you on social media? I'd be like, no, because where I've been searching, I can't even get a signal.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. And she puts up signs and stuff, which helps, but I don't know. She's had so many opportunities to get help. She's turned down.
You know, and I think most missing parents, I tell you, that's what breaks my heart about Kyron, his mom, is she did like a 10-year interview, and she was just as destroyed then as she was the first few days he went missing. Yeah. You could tell that is what she should be, the poster boy of what an innocent, loving parent is.
And people say different people show it different ways, but
well, I don't take that, because even if you take their emotion out of it, just don't even consider that. Think about what they've actually done to find their daughter.
Yeah.
You know, they're saying, well, if law enforcement wants to talk to me, they know where I am. No, you'd be like, law enforcement's threatening to put me in jail if I don't quit calling 10 times a day and demanding answers, you know?
Natalie Holloway, her dad has searched for her the whole time she's been missing, has done so much hurt.
And think about that. That was in Aruba. I know they got money, but it ain't free to fly back and forth and stay in Aruba for months at a time. Her parents wanted to find their daughter.
Yeah, that's sad. They never did. At least they kind of have an answer, I think. They know kind of what happened, you know.
Exactly. I'd be doing everything I could to find my child. I wouldn't give a shit what anyone thought.
Yeah.
Damn right. I wouldn't, you know, that would mean nothing to me.
Right.
The only reason I might like peruse for clues, but I'm not going to sit there and defend myself and worry about what some asshole on the other side of the world thinks about me.
Every post. No, I wouldn't either.
You know?
You know, I might go on there and have like a help find my daughter, and you know, to put it out there for everybody to see, but I wouldn't be defending myself on every comment and threatening people. No.
And especially early, you know what I'm saying, when she had just disappeared, they were out there quick to, oh no, I know what y'all think, but that ain't it. No, you wouldn't get that from me, because I wouldn't give a damn what anybody thought. I'd want to find my daughter.
And she don't know, because she wasn't there. The only person that was there was Tyler, and he won't talk much, you know.
Oh, I thought we was talking about just them in general, but yeah, both of them are.
Yeah, in general too.
That's crazy. Did she drive JR under threat? Never made sense. JR. I don't. Do you know who JR is?
Lily wanting to know if we believe anything Donna said about her eating I don't know. It could be true. I really don't know. What do you think? It's a good idea or prediction. I just don't know.
What is the
If
reading?
we believe what Donna said about Summer's case,
Like
her
all together? I don't know.
what she believed happened.
I really hope she's wrong.
Yeah, we really don't know. I guess until
because her version is horrible.
Yeah, it is.
If she's going to be wrong on a case, I really hope it's this one, because what Donna what she said she thinks happened is horrible.
Right.
To me, you couldn't get much of a worst case scenario.
Yeah. John, have you seen the story about Dylan Euler? Euler. Euler. Have you? I haven't.
The grandmother lost him, and the parents are everywhere asking for help.
No. Is that newer? I'll have to look.
No, I haven't seen that. I think Tyler knows more of what happened to Michael Monkey Vaughn. Oh, yeah. You know that shit.
Yeah.
And that's why I think a lot of people are starting to get frustrated with him is him. You don't want to hear the person telling the story that wasn't there.
Yeah, you want it directly from the person that was.
And a lot of people are always going to be skeptical when he's got his wife out there explaining what happened in his presence.
Why wouldn't?
There's a problem when that's happening.
Yeah. He's the man. Why wouldn't he be out there talking? He was there. Don't make no sense. Even if it was an accident and he was gone a lot longer than what he said, get the truth out there, Everybody makes mistakes.
Well, regardless, I feel like if you love your son, you need to get your ass in front of the camera and at least speak once.
Yeah.
Or sit down and do one interview and lay your shit out there and if people believe it, great. If they don't, who cares? Just move on. I think sitting back and not talking and not doing shit makes you look suspicious. It's going to draw suspicion to the parents when one of them's not participating in looking for the son, and it's the one who last seen him. Right?
Yeah. That case is disturbing too.
Oh, it's really disturbing. Tyler knows and Brandy knows what Tyler knows, in my opinion. Yes. I think most every case you can say that. If one parent knows, the other one more than likely knows. It would be really shocking.
Try to hide it.
And especially after a lot of years, Because
I know when he's lying, I can tell.
Oh,
I can tell. You know the other person. You know the routine. You know when they're lying. I do. You don't know when I'm lying.
Yeah, in the very beginning, Donna said Summer was shot, then she went to something else. Right?
I don't know.
Well, that wasn't the last version.
I always thought it was her being sold. I never heard the shot. Unless I didn't listen to it. I don't know.
Was she told what happened to Summer? You don't remember Donna doing that? The whole 30-minute video
No, I remember that, but I don't remember about her saying she was shot.
I don't know. I thought she was stabbed. It was
it was stabbed.
They were trying to say a snuff film.
Mm-hmm.
But I think maybe she did say shot at first in the very beginning. Daniel Robinson's dad is a solid guy. He has done so much for the search of his son. Jennifer, is that the one that got lost while filming? Or is that the one that they found his car in the desert? No, that's the one they found his car out in the desert. I'm pretty sure.
I seen on YouTube last night a mom is arrested for, they didn't say killing her 3 kids, but they were called to the house and they were shot, 3 kids. And she was the only one there. Yeah,
she shot her. Ages were 8 to 12, right? And the mother had shot them all.
Why? I don't know. There's something wrong with people, I swear.
And she didn't shoot herself, did she?
No. Like, it seems like it's happening more and more. I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
I tell y'all know me. I don't go a lot with psychics and that kind of stuff. But I'll tell you what. I almost think there could be times when demons enter people's bodies
No, I agree.
and to do the things they do. Like, what's his name? Help me.
Chris
Watts.
Yeah.
To think about what that man did.
Out of character. Very.
It is mind-boggling.
Yeah.
You know, in the order he did it.
It's awful. I believe that.
It almost thinks you I mean, I'm not saying that's what it is, but it almost makes me feel like it could be possible because that is so heartless. And I don't know how you could have a soul and sit there and choke your children to death in front of each other, right? Yeah. Didn't one of them see one of them?
Yeah. If you believe in God, you have to believe in the devil. You know, I'm just saying. That's what I think. It's not all good rainbows. They say the biggest lie the devil ever done was make everybody believe he's not real. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We're talking about Chris Watts and what he did to his little girls and his pregnant wife.
Awful.
She was pregnant at the time, right?
Yeah. Snapped. And there's cases like that all the time.
Chris Watts swears he was possessed by a demon during the murders.
I'm not saying he should get off, but
no.
Who knows? That's just something evil somebody evil would do, you know?
I tell you, though, it does make me wonder. John, could you guys please mention Ryan Larson? He is now 12, went missing 1 month before summer. He walked out of school, never anything since. Nothing.
I never heard of him.
Ryan Larson, write that down. We might have to do him. That's really weird, walking out of school and never seen Ryan Larson. Yeah, Leslie, we'll mention him. I hadn't heard of him before. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Wrong one. JDTC, the Wells property is owned by Don Wells' son. The deed is under a quit claim deed. Out of all the other people that own this property was under just a deed. Why is the quit claim deed different?
I don't know. Who owned it?
Don Wells' son. The deed is under a quit claim deed.
You have to research it.
I'm not sure. I've never heard that. I've never heard of a quit claim deed. What is a quit claim deed?
Ryan was 12. The little boy that went missing. I was just reading.
Shit. I've never heard of that one. I'm sorry. I missed somebody. I was trying to catch you back up. Now I'm stuck. Let's try this one. Oh, did I get it? Nope. Ryan, not Michael. Oh, I'm sorry. Somebody else's. Let's try this. John, thank you so much. He is autistic. So how can he just leave school? Nobody knows anything. No, he was 11.
Wow.
Wow. Did you put his name down?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. There had to be somebody there to get him, right? How is he walking out of school?
Oh, that's weird.
I think Ryan's mom knows what happened to him. He was also in state care for a while, but stayed with his sister.
Mm-hmm. You think they would have video at the school surveillance, wouldn't you? Usually most of them do. Would have to, you think, see him walk out.
Did anyone else listen to Harsh saying he refused to go on a panel on The Reporter with BK and Ziggy? He stands by what he believes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He sure does. Yes, she was saying that she would strangle kids, choke kids, not put up with them, and it was a KKK thing, get together that night through the woods. See, that's what I kind of thought, but I didn't want to say that for sure because I wasn't positive.
Wow.
But yeah.
Why would it?
A formal renunciation of a legal claim against some other person or a right to land. A person who quit claims renounces or relinquishes a claim to some legal right.
Hmm.
I don't know. That's interesting, definitely.
God, that.
Please look into Dylan when you have time. The parents are begging for help. He's a baby boy around 3 years old.
Another one.
What's his
I'll put it down.
What's his name, Tara? His last name. Okay, Dixie, you tell him we're all praying for him, and
thanks for coming.
Yeah, thanks for coming, and
I hope you get
we'll all pray for him, Dixie. Everybody say a prayer for Dixie's dad. He's being admitted to the hospital. It's where you could sign over real quick your house, and then if you want it back, you could just switch it back. That's why I use the quick loan. They said the KKK has changed, and they're good these days.
Who said that? Jody?
Frank and his wife.
That's what I'm saying. If they're involved, if Jody's involved, there's other people in their area involved. See some weird shit going on.
Yeah, and like them pictures I seen of that road, there's quite a few houses that have the rebel flag flying strong. Quite a few. I know I seen 3 rebel flags. Maybe out there that's what's going on. Maybe that's why everybody's so weird about their land, you know?
Maybe. That's disturbing.
I don't think the KKK abducts babies. Yeah, we don't think that either. We're just talking about an affiliation of some sort to do with them. Should hit up Cam. He has searched people for the Larson boy.
I mentioned it earlier, but I guess Candace and Don's married because there's a marriage certificate. Did y'all see it?
Yeah, Brady's saying they showed an actual marriage certificate for Dawn and Candace.
In 2016. It looked pretty legit.
Dawn and Candace are outsiders not wanted in that holler, in my opinion.
Maybe,
man, because they act weird about it out there.
Now they're really drawing attention to that area with this.
Yeah.
Know?
Yeah, and that's probably the last thing they want. It makes you wonder. I don't see why they are so territorial about that. As long as it was good people moving in, I wouldn't give a damn who it was.
Right.
Would you? JDTT JSB did mention she lived on that hill for 3 decades, and she did go to high school with everyone in the hollers.
See, they're tight.
That marriage certificate looks fake.
See, I couldn't tell.
Who showed it? Do you remember?
I would find it.
Her name changed their social security, though.
I couldn't tell. Look, okay.
Only good if they can supply something. That's when they have visitors. Real friends, I doubt they have many.
You know me, I'm too gullible. I believe all shit. Then I have to sit back and think, and like, I don't know. I like to believe stuff.
I agree. Revenge might even be at play. My opinion only.
Now I forget who posted it. I seen it. That marriage certificate.
Cracking Cases showed it.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
I thought all these people had said that they checked, and there isn't one. You would think that if
came up, yeah.
I don't know.
Here it is.
I don't know. It's hard for me to tell.
Somebody ordered it. It looks like.
Wow.
The envelope.
Oh. It looks official. That seal on it and stuff, don't it?
Yeah.
Oh, let's see this. Has it been confirmed CW did not talk to law enforcement the day Summer went missing?
I'm not for sure. I know she wouldn't come on camera for 2 weeks, but I don't know about.
I don't know that it's been confirmed. No.
Might be possible though.
I don't think she's the one that called 911. JDTC, you have email. I sent you what I found. Oh, cool. I'll check it out. I like some help with finding stuff. Well, does it? You said it has the date on it and stuff too.
On this?
Yeah.
Let's see. I was looking at the postmark
What-
on the envelope. I don't see it.
What state is it? Tennessee?
Where does it say? Let's see.
Did you get Dylan's last name? Dylan Eller. Write that down. Ehler.
I did. I put it in the notes.
You got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we'll check them out. We're going to add more kids while things are, well, I don't know. We got to look into all this Jody Sue's son stuff. This is news to us. TM has a weird pic of himself perked in the trees on Bays Mountain taking a test. Why was he in Bays Mountain? Is it like a park?
Who?
Bays Mountain. Weird pic of himself perked in the trees. Well, who knows? Tim Mullen's a shady dude. You know, anything happening with Cody Bixby? I haven't seen anything fresh on it. Have you?
No.
Candace didn't go on camera because she didn't want to be scrutinized. Well, sorry, you lost your child. You're going to be scrutinized. Yes. And, you know, like me and Harsh was talking about on the live the other night, when you're a parent of a missing child, you should be scrutinized because 99% of the time, that's who did something.
Yep.
You know, a lot of people act like you shouldn't question, you know, Michael's parents. Yeah, I mean, they should be questioned too. And the more question it seems to happen and the more it comes out, the more it looks like they should have probably been questioned earlier.
I would be like, y'all can question me, just get it over with, you know, because you know it's part of the process. If I wasn't guilty. Right?
Yep. There's the email address for whoever somebody was asking.
You guys subscribe if you haven't. I already mentioned it, but there might be other people in here. And hit the like button.
Yeah, everybody hit the like button so we can get tons of them. Yeah, I heard about this. AM and was wondering if you guys and Harsh had as well.
But what?
The Jody Sue stuff, I'm assuming. Nothing with Cody still. Yeah, we try to stay up to date for updates on stuff, and I haven't seen anything, and I've looked quite a bit. Bays Mountain is a wildlife park.
Oh, okay.
What's that lake called where they excavated Indian relics in a fortified construction?
I don't know. Somebody might be answered it. I don't know.
Bays Mountain is a wildlife park. You know, when you see people and locations and stuff, you got to be really skeptical of that because they're not going to try to give you any clue as to what's happening. You know?
Yeah.
Also learned about a law enforcement being involved with a trafficking ring.
Wow. In that area?
Well, I seen something just the other day that had happened around there, and I can't remember what it was, and I thought that could possibly
have a link.
Have some kind of link. But
there's 8 people arrested in TBI and child trafficking. I've seen a report just now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Like real recent? I remember.
Yeah, I just seen it just now a minute ago when I was looking. Let's see if I can find it.
Overton County DA suspect as well, in my opinion. You know, I'm wondering about the DA from Hawkins County if maybe he ain't wanting to bring the case yet because they're waiting on something in Summer's case. I'm hoping that's what it is. Like the DA's like, we just need one more thing, one more piece to make a connection and we're ready.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. This Jody Sue's son, I don't know. I'm interested to see how reliable this Peeping Tom stuff is, because I tell you what, it seems like a lot of the more dangerous killers started out doing shit like that, don't it?
Gosh, they've been at it because look, well, let's see. 18 people. Where's this at? Hold on.
TBI's all into the trafficking situation, it seems like. And every time you hear one of those, you got to hope, man, maybe that's going to find Summer.
13 days ago. 8. Where's that at? They said Hawkins County, but that's in Tennessee, isn't it?
Sevier County.
Yeah.
Ain't that where Gallenberg is?
There's 8 people arrested there. Then 6 months ago, 4 arrested in Sullivan County.
So there wasn't no new ones?
No, there is a Hawkins County. I can't find it, though. I just seen it a little bit ago. I'm looking for it.
I tell you what, though, it makes you know they're doing something, right? They are working on this trafficking situation because they've made a lot of arrests lately. So that's a good sign. Every time you see that, that's a good sign, because these could be connected, In
Tennessee, it seems like it's bad there in that area.
Do they have unincorporated areas in Tennessee? I would say. Mm-hmm. I think they have that kind of everywhere, don't they? Sevier is Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge. Yeah. That's what I was thinking, because I know that little town, Seviersville.
We always go through there.
I don't know how you say that. I'm probably saying that wrong.
I don't want to say it.
Shit, I tried. Show, damn it. There we go. Wasn't there a big feud about some land between Don and Jody Sue's property that was being sold? Everyone in the holler was ticked about it.
I always think so about
that. Is that the land that Jackie Dobson was trying to get? Dana, you think that's the same spot? Lots of unincorporated places in Tennessee. JJ Dynamite, you in Tennessee? Please look at the email. I'm curious for one that sees the resemblance. Severe is how it's pronounced. So I was right. Seviersville, yeah. Severe, Tennessee, is in the middle, and you said right, except for that, John. There's no S in it in the middle. Sevierville.
Gotcha.
Got it.
Thank you. Clearing that up.
JJ Dynamite, what's your take on Lawson since you live there? Got an opinion on him? We're giving him a quiet claim and deed, was releasing their claim to the property so he could get a deed in his name, gave all. My whole life. Wonder who all had claims. And why all of them give it up for Dawn, you reckon?
Yeah, that's weird.
Thinking that was probably a case of she left it to a few people, maybe. Right? And somehow Dawn acquired their interests, is what it sounds like to me. Jackie Dobbs. Yeah, I think Jackie Dobbs is the one that you're talking about, Dana. I'm pretty sure. I know cracking cases was all over his ass. Mm-hmm. They was going to the motel where he stayed and look, checking to see where, all kinds of stuff. My GPA moved to Sevierville and changed his name. He beat his wife, changed from Denton to Harrison. Well, must be a place people go to hide for a very long time.
Maybe.
I hate to think that, don't you? Mm-hmm. It's where we vacation a lot of time. Mm-hmm. Jody Sue wanted to buy the land. They refused and made a deal with Dobbs. Was pissed. But that didn't go through, I don't think, did it?
I don't think so. Because he moved away. Didn't he? Yeah. Yeah,
he left, the way I heard it. That's what made him so appealing to people was he was supposed to buy the land. He was camping out there. Then after summer
Right.
went missing, he disappeared. But I'm thinking they have checked the shit out of him. I hope.
Yeah, you would think so. I'd hope so.
He left the Don, but left Claudia's power of attorney to it. So then quit claimed.
Who power attorney?
I think probably his sister that has all the loot. They say.
Oh.
I tell you, the more I think about that, though, it makes me think there is some reason they are so weird about the land out there.
That's what I'm thinking too.
Because why would you care who moved there as long as they were good people? You know, they act like nobody that they don't know can move out there. And the only reason you'd feel like that is because you didn't think that they was going to be down with what was going on out there.
Yeah.
Right?
I agree.
Why else would you care who moved there? You know? It's not your land.
It's not like they're on top of each other, you know?
If it was me and somebody would say, want to buy the place next to us, I'd be like, hope they got kids my kids' age, so they got people to play with, and I hope they're good, outstanding citizens.
Yeah.
I wouldn't give a damn, would you?
No.
Moonshine or meth or a pot farm? That's what I'm saying.
There's something weird.
There is a creek, so they got their fresh water source for moonshine, right? I've watched moonshiners. Some say I resemble a certain star on moonshiners. I don't see it. A pot farm, you would think, though, with all the searching they did for summer, they might have spotted that, right? When they were doing the flyovers with the radar and stuff like that. Or meth lab. Now, the meth lab, there's a stink to that, so if the cops got around it, they would probably know it.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows, though? You know,
Right.
Something's going on out there.
Yeah.
I swear, I really do believe that.
We'll have to
Just don't know why.
look into it.
Dobbs hightailed it home saying folks not too friendly on Beach Creek. Yeah.
No.
That's what I heard.
They run him out of there. That's what it seems like to me.
I think they was just worried about getting some nosy neighbors would turn them in for dealing. That's my opinion.
Probably.
Yeah, very possible, Dixie. That could be it, you know. Because when you're out in the sticks like that and you're dealing dope, people's going to catch on to that really quick, you know. Hey, why do the people keep going to their house for 5 minutes and leaving? It's weird.
Every day.
Every day. They're in and out all day long. You know, Dawn was trying to. Dawn, whoever the dealer is out there, he was trying to throw that cat under the bus. He did everything but say his name, didn't he?
Yeah.
Remember he talked about that a lot?
Yeah, I remember.
John, that's normal in West Virginia. We don't normally like strangers. I'm going to argue with you there because I'm from West Virginia. I don't mind strangers. I live in West Virginia. Especially how far apart they are with their neighbors.
That's what I'm saying. It's not like they're on top of each other.
You know? I think everybody would want just a good neighbor. That'd be my priority. I think they were hiding something. It could very well be, you know, they're dealing and they don't want the traffic in and out. And maybe that's why the U-Haul was coming. Maybe they bring that shit in a truckload at a time and then dispense it out from Beach Creek.
Mm-hmm. Probably maybe has something to do there or do with that.
Jody Jackson, don't feel bad. We were lost this morning too when we first got here. Apparently, there's some stuff on Jody Sue's son. It's on Michelle After Dark's channel. So if you want to check it out, we want to check it out after the show and see what we think. Is Ziggy V homeless or not? How can FBI come to a front door if there's no door to know on? When did this happen and why? Not like it matters, but it's sick they use summer. I have all those same questions. You know?
Right.
All of them. I don't know. You know, I think it could be a real person. I think maybe even Candace talked to that person, but I think they are going way above and beyond on what was discussed. Way. Because you can't tell me Candace is spilling to somebody she's known for a month or two.
I agree.
So.
That was odd from the start. Remember, you even said that.
Yeah.
Granted, it's not the.
I didn't get why nobody was more suspicious of that.
Yeah, me either.
You know?
Yeah.
These people are not dumbasses, or they'd be in jail by now. They're not idiots.
Yeah, and they're still trying to pull that off like she's real, and that was real information. We won't say who, but you probably know.
See, are you from, John? I was born on Taylor Mountain. Bluefield. I watched it, just don't know what to think. Why are we just hearing this now? Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking, too. Like,
See, that's
a year later.
Yeah. I just finished Ozark last night. I'm not happy with how it ended. Oh, no, another Game of Thrones. Who watched Game of Thrones and was just disgusted by how Game of Thrones ended? I won't watch the new one. It's starting soon. I ain't watching that shit. You ain't going to break my heart twice.
I might watch it.
I was in love with Daenerys Targaryen.
Yeah. That was a bad ending. They rushed it way too fast. They would have done such a better job.
See, and it worked out great for me and Brandy because she's in love with Jason Momoa.
Yeah.
I was in love with Daenerys Targaryen. We was going to do some wife swap.
Yep.
Wasn't we?
Sure.
The information about Jody Sue's son came out in the very beginning. It's just resurfacing. There you go. Another reason for Jody Sue to get revenge on Dawn. Grot bags, bulldog chewing a wasp. Grot bags. Where did that show up on yours? Is that what that says?
Yeah, Grotbag. Grotba.
None of y'all watched Game of Thrones and was pissed off about how it ended? I was so mad.
I'm so mad now, and it's been a couple years ago. Probably a year or so ago, too.
Oh, I'm still mad.
Yeah.
That made me so mad. That was the worst ending I think they could have made up.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Horrible.
We hadn't been keeping up with it until like that last year before, a year or so before the last one came out. We watched all of them.
Brandy didn't even flinch at the wife swap. I don't blame her. LOL. No offense to you, John. Yeah, I know that Jason Momoa is quite popular with the ladies.
Mm-hmm.
That's Brandy's one, and I don't know who mine is. Megan Fox, maybe.
No,
that's right. She went all crazy. I forgot.
She's into.
I'm not going to watch the new one either. I ain't either, man. Damn them. You know what? And it's
ruined it.
I don't like prequels anyway because you know how it ends.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I hate prequels. I never watched, but a ton of family did. I loved it. Me and Brandy got in it late.
Mm-hmm.
But then we binge watched and was chomping at the bit for that last season to come. Then they got you on such a high when, what's her name? The young one that killed the Ice King.
Mm-hmm. I know who you talk about. I forget her name, though.
Me too, John. I was devastated by the ending of Game of Thrones. I had barely forgiven them for chopping off Ned Stark's head. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, that was awful, too.
John, they resurrect Targaryen. I'm hoping. Because, see, Drogon, right, carried her off.
Right.
I think he took her to a healer and she's going to come back as an Ice Queen.
Maybe.
That's the only way that shit could work out for me.
Mm-hmm.
I'd still be mad, but I'd be better.
Yeah.
You know? Then Grey Worm ends up getting sent off. Why did I have to start that? I ain't watching Ozark then. Me and Brandy was talking about the other day. We said, everybody keeps bringing up this Ozark. Maybe we should try it. No, I ain't watching it now. They say it had a bad ending too.
Well, it's only one season. Is there more than one season?
No, there's a few seasons of it.
Is it the end of it?
Yeah.
You're not making any more? I wonder.
How could they do that to poor little Daenerys Targaryen and to all of us? I know, man. After she made it through so much to get there.
Why'd she have to turn evil?
Doctor Strange is on my list to see. Yeah, I might watch some of that. It ain't bad.
Doctor Strange.
Yeah. Oh, did y'all see Harmony Montgomery's stepmother got released from jail? The one that was in for welfare fraud.
Wow.
and she was walking down the road and she had herself all covered up and there's a dude following her with the camera, she wouldn't say shit.
She knows probably where she is.
Oh, you damn right she knows.
Yeah.
See, the police think she was living with her and her stepmom and her dad in a car around the time she went missing. And that makes me think them sick asses sold her. It really does. They're on drugs anyway and living in a car. They were desperate as hell for money, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I think Harmony might have been trafficked. I think Harmony is a good chance she is still out there.
They got rid of her. They don't want to deal with her.
Maybe.
Got mad at her.
But
my dad.
Anything's possible. I love those arcs where there was 4 seasons. They probably didn't like when one of the main characters got killed. I was okay because they would take out somebody I liked every now and then on Game of Thrones. Mm-hmm. But when they played the shit ending they did, it was ridiculous. We should have known after the way they chopped off Ned's head. Yeah, I was shocked that happened when it happened.
Yeah, I was awful. I'm like, all the good people have to die. Come on.
Yeah. Oh, and when Jon Snow died in the beginning, I was like, oh, here we go. But he come back, thank goodness.
He did. That was good.
So hard. Harmony had special needs too. Yeah, I didn't realize she was legally blind in one eye, they say.
Yeah. Sad.
Boy, but they was all over that stepmom when she come out of jail the other day.
Well, they should be. They should pressure her. She knows something.
She knows something.
No, she does.
But I'm thinking she's involved too, probably.
That dad's awful. All the charges and stuff he's done.
Kind of agree with you, John. That's another baby girl we need to pray for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think if you're looking at odds in my mind, I think there's a lot more chance that Harmony was trafficked than Summer. Just because, you know.
That don't make no sense, though. Why would you give her back to that dad with all those charges he had? The past.
See, they was saying in Harmony's case that when these judges do these custody battle hearings, right? They don't have to have this person's police record. Sometimes it's included, sometimes it ain't.
Right.
What the hell?
That's not right. I don't think.
No, I think that should, anytime a judge going to make a decision on where a kid should go, they should have everything that person's ever done laid out in front of them.
Yeah, I agree. 100%.
You know what I'm saying? That really shocked me to find that out. I just assumed. You would assume.
They would do that.
Exactly. When Kyle Drago died, I almost stopped watching. I was livid. Jason Momoa. That's who he was. Yeah. But can y'all believe that judges don't necessarily get the criminal background of custodial parents?
I think they do that in regular trials to keep it, fair. But in a case of a child, they need the background, I think.
You damn right.
That's the difference.
When you're deciding who's going to be responsible for a small child, you should know everything about that person you can know.
Yeah.
Want to apologize for absence. Joined, got COVID, then head injury with concussion. Now doc thinks I have fractured skull. Listening over TV. Much love to all.
Wow.
Wow. You had a rough time.
Well,
Truthus Maximus. Well, thank you for being with us. I hope everything gets better.
I know how bad COVID is. It's awful.
Yeah, definitely.
Did you fall or something? I hate that you. That's awful. About her head. I wonder what happened. Or his. Is it a...
I am totally going to Idaho for the Lori Vallow Daybell trial.
Oh, yeah. Give us the insight on it.
Is that a definite thing that's going? Did she get proven
able
to stand trial?
Yeah. That was a week or two ago. Yep.
I tell you what, I'm still blown away about Barry Morphew getting away with it.
And his daughter's believes him.
Can they can still recharge him, right?
Yeah, because he didn't go on trial.
Because he didn't go on trial, so can he still be arrested again for the same thing?
I think so.
I think so too, probably, but I'd like to know for sure.
But gosh, if they don't have enough evidence now, unless they find some bigger pieces to her remains, I think that's the issue.
Well, they've never found any of her remains, have they?
Oh, I don't think so.
No. Hey, from Southern Middle Tennessee. Hi, Roy Simpson. Glad to have you here. Yes, she did, and they are seeking the death penalty for Lori. She deserves it.
Oh yeah, I guess she's not crazy, but she knew what she's doing.
They won't charge him again unless they find Suzanne's body.
That's what I was thinking. They would have to have more evidence. That's gonna be bad if he gets away out here.
Now, ain't he the one that they heard him running equipment at night one night?
Yeah, I think.
God, you would think she'd have to be in that area, wouldn't you?
No, I think they're saying he did a lot of stuff to her body, like pieces, like down to like pieces of her.
Well,
and scattered her, probably.
That's awful, man. I hate it when people get away with shit. You know, like,
that Maya Malete, you all know who I'm talking about? Her husband finally got arrested not too long ago. He hasn't went on trial. He did it. Have you heard of that case?
Yeah.
That one's awful too.
Lori not bothered. She's getting resurrected too.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I want to see the West case. I hope they air that or we can watch that. Probably not, but I like to watch it. I wonder when they're going on trial.
I don't know. Yes, I just told you about Lori. Hey, did you know the police consulted a psychic to find the kids' bodies and what actually happened?
Yeah. Donna.
Yeah. Then he made 7 trash dumps.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
Oh.
So it's going to be very hard.
Wow.
Sick people.
I wonder, a lot of people say the kids side with him, right?
Yeah.
See, anytime like the family takes somebody's side, I always think, is there a chance that they know this person so well that maybe he's not done it?
No, he did it.
But his story and everything I heard sucked.
Yeah.
Yes, he can. He was released with no prejudice, so he can get charged again.
And it was on Mother's Day that she went missing, or so-called, which I think he killed her the night before, but that's when they reported it. I remember that.
Yeah. I guess they don't I tell you what, that makes you think if they don't have the evidence now, there's a chance they might not get it. You know?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if they can go back to where he made those dumps and try to search, possibly.
Yeah.
I tell you that if he had access to shit like a bobcat, he could have.
Oh, he did. That's what his business construction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, but not every construction business has a bobcat.
Well,
that's kind of next level.
No, actually, I think he's working on something like that before it happened. I remember hearing. Maybe they'll know, but I think so.
Working on something like what?
Had a bobcat or whatever.
That's what we're talking about. Yeah. He had a bobcat.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. If he had a bobcat and stuff like that, he could get real creative with what he did with her body.
And he did at that time. So yeah.
Me too. Trizelle and Jacqueline were charged without finding the boy's body, so I'm hoping for arrest for Dawn and Candace.
I agree.
I'm really interested to see what evidence they did find with the West case. Mm-hmm. I hope it ain't a case that they end up getting released or something.
Oh, that would be bad.
Yeah,
they haven't found anything of them either. I don't think, unless I don't know something. I don't know. Why would you adopt 2 boys if you don't want to take care of them and be mean to them? What's the point of that? They're getting something out of it. I just don't know what.
And they had 6 kids at the time.
All together, yeah.
Why would you have 6 kids? I'm thinking they got kickbacks from the adoption of the boys, right? They got money for taking the boys, is what I'm guessing. And they were scamming that way. And I don't know, maybe they accidentally did something to one and was like, oh my God, we're going down for this, and got scared and did something. They're going to be on Good Morning America with his daughters.
Oh, I have to watch that crap.
Man.
It makes me sick.
I tell you what, if he's guilty and he starts doing a publicity tour and shit, that's really going to piss some people off. Aaron, she knew how they had been wrapped and what they would be wearing.
Oh, yeah. The Vallow case. Yeah, Donna. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She got that right.
I think the other West children talked. I think maybe too. You know it?
Yeah, I agree.
I think, yeah. They did search those spots, and yes, he has a bobcat. He's a wealthy man.
That's what I was thinking. And I think he killed her because of money. It's like she's wanting to do something with the amount of money, if I can remember right. I think it was over money, the motive.
Part of the indictment said they had the other children help. Yeah, that's what I've been hearing. Man, there should be a special punishment for doing that.
They're evil.
Because not only are you hurting the 2 boys, you're ruining the other one's lives.
Yeah, that's awful.
That's going to stick with them
for the
rest of their life.
Did they ever say anything about the other 2 kids they adopted and didn't know where they were? Remember that rumor was going around? I wonder if that was ever true.
I think that was a rumor.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. There we go. I believe Don had put the property like that for his oldest son, and that way Candace cannot do anything with it. His son could take it over if Don's not coming home.
Oh, probably. Maybe. Who knows?
I'd say a good lawyer would buy that.
Why wouldn't you want your wife to have that, though?
Don B., I think it was him, said DFC could be bringing charges on the Wells. Wonder why that is taking so long, if true. Because nobody knows if that's going to happen or not.
He said that was just
nobody knows what DFC's doing. He might have been speculating.
Yeah.
But I tell you, with what they charged, you would think they could charge. You would.
Yeah.
I mean, they managed to get Harmony Montgomery's folks in jail.
Charged with something,
I think if Allie pushed the stuff with H, that they would be in jail.
Yeah.
Dump the kids, skip state, collect the checks. Wow.
Sick.
I wonder if the whole point in the move for the Wests was because they were already gone at that point.
Right.
Was to try to help them throw it off their scent.
Maybe.
I think Suzanne's daughter should be ashamed of themselves. Barry is clearly guilty of killing his wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to give him a little slack, though, man. These are his daughters, and, that's their dad and mom. And, maybe it.
You keep on hearing that upstairs?
It sounds like Zeke knocked something over. Harmony's stepmother get out of jail? Yeah, just the other day.
Maybe we'll get something out of her.
Dawn got 7 sister wives in Utah.
Maybe.
JC, in my opinion, I think someone is blackmailing Dawn for all this. I think Candace is sleeping with the son and all these people inserting themselves, making it look like Dawn is the guilty one.
Maybe, who knows? The truth comes out, it might be totally different. We have no clue.
That's what I'm saying. When it does come out, a lot of this stuff that's been said is going to have nothing to do with it. It's not going to be true. And a lot of people are going to have to explain for a lot of shit they've passed out as truth during this. And I want everybody to understand this. What we're hearing from people may not necessarily mean that's the statement they're giving TBI.
Yeah.
They can lie to us all day long and not get in trouble for it. What their statements are to the police is where the truth definitely probably is.
I agree.
Guys, it is noon. Thanks everybody for coming.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody try to sub to the new channel.
And this one, if you haven't.
Yeah, and this one if you haven't. The new channel's JDTC Live.
We're just going to have our lives on that channel once we get enough people.
Yeah, once we get it built up, we're going to start having our lives on it. And we'll see you guys
Wednesday.
Thanks for coming. Jennifer, thank you.
Yeah.
The other mods, thank you too.
Mm-hmm. Thanks for coming to help.
Yeah.
And y'all have a good day.
Y'all have a great day. See you guys later.